Yo, it's your boy DJ Louie V, Lil Zell Sama official DJ, and I'm checking in on the L podcast right now. Tap in, it's lit.
Welcome aboard. In the direction of travel, doors open on the left.
Hi everyone and welcome to the L podcast. Thank you for tuning in to this episode. We have a very special guest today. His name is DJ Louie V. He's from Chicago, y'all. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Let me get a drum roll.
Okay, so can you please tell our audience who is DJ Louie V?
Hey, that's a good question. Shit, I'm many different people to many different people, you know. It's just crazy that may sound, you know. I'm a DJ in the clubs. I'm a father at home. I'm a boyfriend. I'm a homie. I'm a friend. I'm a son. Hey, DJ Louie V, a lot of people, so you know, questions like that is always tricky, you know. Who is DJ Louie V to many? Shit, hey, I'm just a DJ from mixtapes to the clubs.
Okay, thank you. So let's highlight the part about you doing the DJ. Like, what made you wake up one day like, man, I want to be a DJ? Like, did you fall in love with music, or you just realized, what made you realize this was your passion?
Man, honestly, it was like, I gotta tell everybody, man, I ain't no DJing by accident, to be honest with you. Like, I got other interviews where I done kind of put the whole story, but it's like, damn, what y'all doing back there? No, I'm just that's an in-studio blooper, don't mind me, but yeah, I basically did it by accident. My boy, he was rapping. I came back from Florida like shit. My people used to do this thing like, I'm from the south side of Chicago, Roseland area, so it's like, of course, I grew native to problems, you know. So when we used to get in problem, OG used to ship me OT. So I came back from my auntie crib in Florida. My bro Hood, he was rapping. And shit, from rapping, it was just something so amazing to me. I was just like, damn, this nigga in here rapping. From rapping, I just like, shit, we all can't do the same thing. I started rapping, then I was with my other homie. He showed me mixed craft, started making beats, stumbled across that. I called myself DJ. My big brother corrected me. He was like, bro, learn about what you're doing out here, and that really like set me down. And I was like, bro, I'm out here doing a producer job and calling myself a DJ because I seen people like DJ Khaled, you know, call themselves Khaled. People like, what did Khaled do? He don't DJ in the club. They like, nah, he produced. So I'm like, shit, I'm producing, you know what I'm saying? And then Big Bro's like, nah, we gonna make you a DJ for real though, because you need to make money while you doing this music. You know, cause rapping you don't get paid right away. So it was like, shit, I stumbled across. Big Bro took me to DJ Tommy Gunn's crib, and one bottle of Hennessy later, shit, DJ Louie V was created. No funny.
That's what's up. So, okay, so this one thing caught my attention on your Facebook. I seen in your bio that you put, live my dreams before most even notice. So can you like break that down for me? What does that mean?
Hey, to those who know me, they really know me. Like, you know, a lot of people out there, they try to portray a lifestyle that they really don't live. Like, they really want to be seen so bad, they go out their way, they spend all this money to make sure it's advertised, it's facilitated and all of this. And me, I really lived a good life, and you know, I learned to enjoy it. You know, I met some real successful people, and all of them told me many different things. And I think the main thing they taught me was like, don't get caught up into the moment, because the moments can last longer than you can expect, you know what I'm saying? You can make a moment last longer by getting caught in the moment. So they just always told me, keep my head in the game, keep going. And it's just like, by being focused, you learn to just really enjoy the moments like that you cherishing with yours. So it's like, I didn't get caught up in the DJ lifestyle, like the girls, the flashy shit. I really got caught up in being that person able to bring my people somewhere and be the person to make a good time happen, you know? And that right there helped me become a different type of person, you know? I was able to become a little bit more successful than the average person around me because I wasn't as distracted as them. So that allowed me to become a little elevated, and you know, shit, there's perks to this shit, you know, you get your little money, you can do more, you know? It ain't no secret to this shit, you know? I was making $500 a mixtape back when live mixtapes and them was still charging just to upload a mixtape, you know what I'm saying? So I was making money when I was 16 years old when I started it. I'm 26 now, so I was 16 when I started this in my mama's house. So imagine I had a 5-year streak with mixtapes. So when I say living my dream, what is the dream to the average person today? The American dream is what? Go to the club, you know, twerking at them red lights, you know, shit. You gotta really pay attention to today's society. That's the dream. Whatever people's doing that's trending, that makes a person feel like, I wanna do this. If you see everybody going to Dubai, you wanna do what? The dream is to go to Dubai one day. The dream is to get out the hood, get a nice ass condo, get a loft, get a mansion, get this, you know what I'm saying? And I was a person that I gave a fuck about what I was doing, so I cared a little bit more than everybody else. So I put that time in, and I surrounded myself around successful people, so it made me easier to acquire the things I wanted. So before I can even advertise what I was doing and living, I was just experiencing it way too fast to the point where I lived it. And I didn't even have a chance to talk about it, and I just didn't care to by the time it came time to talk about it. So it's just like, I got this saying, live my dream before most even notice. Like when people talk about change, like we done had 100K worth of jewelry before it was a trend, you know what I'm saying? I done had big homies in them with old school toys letting us drive the cars before I even knew niggas needed this type of shit to flex in videos. Like the stuff I was doing is like the lifestyle of a rapper, you get what I'm saying? Like I was really living a rapper lifestyle as a DJ, and everybody who really know me will tell you I was the DJ in the club throwing money on the strippers from the DJ booth. Me and Farris and us, like we was the lit ones, so it's like I was living that American dream. I got to go on tour, you know what I'm saying? Like I done tour with NBA Youngboy, Yellow Beezy, I done did shit with Boozy, you know, of course I'm with Lil Zay right now. We done did so much work, I done met so many people, it's just like, that's the dream, you know? And can't nobody take that from you, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, that's something you gotta hold when you into this music industry, because you gotta be your own biggest fan, you know what I'm saying? I'm my own biggest fan in it, so I live my dream. My dream is to make it, make your family proud. What could you do? Standing in front of a crowd of 20,000 people and taking that video back to my grandma and showing her that was my dream. And we did that, so it's just like, why portray this dream to the world when I done already lived my dream? So that's what I'm saying. I done lived my dream before most even noticed. By the time people be sitting there, like I be a lot of places, people be like, oh, why you act like this, or why you so nonchalant? It's because shit, I got the chance to actually do so much stuff. It don't bother me no more to not participate in the fun, or not to be that person that's lit in the crowd, not to be the one always with the chains on. Like I go outside, as you see, I'm regular shirt, no designers. I'm real simple, I'm comfortable, I'm chill. It's because I don't have the desire to want more. You know what I'm saying? That's a greed factor. Like it's a trait of greed to want more. You can never get enough. So it's just like, what is your dream? I live mine already. So it's like I'm cool with life, but I'm gonna get one, but I'm not content, but I'm not like super how I was when I started. Like I'm not as hungry no more in this, and I'm not sad to say that.
So what advice would you give somebody who, you know, they in the industry, they live right now, like what advice would you give them?
The same shit. Well, let me start cursing. The same thing a successful person once told me, slow down, little bro, you're gonna crash out, pump your brakes, you know. Don't go do what everybody else doing. I mean, everybody around me was doing almost the same thing. Like I go to clubs and it's still current today, like DJs buying bottles with the money they getting paid. Like they want to let their people turn up so bad and keep up with people that they think is like people like me, or like, for example, like when I used to come to the club, it was Farris and B-Dub and all of them doing that, you know what I'm saying? Like they was popping bottles, they had bottles, like still to this day they got bottles, but you know it took a long time to understand, like that is a part of what they got going on already. They got sponsorships, they got endorsements, right. They got partnerships where it's affordable for them to do that, and the average person, they don't know that. So it's like, you would think you gotta keep up with that to be where they at. Don't do that, you know what I'm saying? And a successful person told me that. He said, don't get distracted by what's going on around you. Just do what you're doing and make sure you make the right investments for sure. That's a huge factor a lot of people miss about me. Like, I wasn't just doing anything with my money. I really invested. I bought speakers, I bought turntables, I made sure I had equipment. I cut out the middleman as much as possible. If you don't want to pay a person like me to come be your sound man, you need to buy mixers, you need to buy subs, you need to buy tops, you need to have stadium speakers, you need to have quality time in on YouTube learning how to work your equipment, because you don't want to go learn from nobody or pay nobody. It's just like eliminate the cost, you know. I taught myself how to do graphic design. I downloaded Photoshop. It's just a lot of things you gonna teach yourself if you want to grow. And when I was in that process where I wanted to grow, it was just so many ideas, and the internet is infinite. It's like you could just keep going. You could just take it somewhere else. So it's just like the only advice I could give you is just don't be caught up in what's going around you. Like, you better make these decisions the right way. And that's the biggest thing, making a hard decision without worrying about what everybody around you gonna think. Like, be you. Don't worry about them. I swear to God.
I definitely agree. During my experience with building everything, that's how you know the real people in the room and the fake people. Because when you really passionate about your craft, you gotta take your time every step and learn how to do everything. So
Sure.
you're definitely right. So have you been doing any community engagement events?
No, for sure. I've been a part of the community since before I was even a DJ. Like, I always did political stuff. My OG, she into law, so I always worked campaigns underneath. Like, I did the Obama campaign when he was like senator or something like that. He wasn't even like the president back then. Like, I done worked a lot of campaigns. We done did stuff with the aldermen and no way before like the DJ and stuff involved. Just like me and my homies just trying to get off the block and just do things. Stuff with KOB kids off the block in Roseland. I did a lot of Stop the Violence showcases in Foster Park. I used to do that with Aaron Jordan, the Jordan brothers. We used to do like Stop the Violence showcases back 4, 5, 6 years ago. When I first started DJing, those was like the only gigs I could get. Like, nobody really believes in the DJ. To be in a club, you gotta be an elite already. Like, the bar life, you might just get a gig because the DJ canceled on you, but community events, them like the first gigs you get. So I did a lot of that, like, and I stayed in, like I stayed humble. So now I work with the Hustle Mommies and people like APAC, which is Austin Park Community Centers and all of them. Like, we basically do something called Paint the Hood Orange. We do gun violence awareness events. So that we do that at least 2-3 times a month during the summer, just for kids who lost their life to violence. We go in different communities, different areas. It started on the west side, but now it's on the south. So we working our way. We trying to make it bigger than what it is, you know. Just for mamas and them who really can't afford to celebrate the life of the ones who they lost. So we kind of do that for them. We bring in resources to the area. If you need to get expungement, stuff like that. So I'm involved with a lot of different resources, but we can get into that another time for sure.
Okay, that's good though. I think it's good for people to be aware that you're just more than just, you know, a DJ. You get back
sure.
to the community. You're passionate about what you do, so that's important to me. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Honestly, man, at the rate I'm at, it could be 1 or 2 places. Like, you know, you your own biggest critic and you your own worst enemy in this business. Like, you tell yourself all the time, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be there. But at the flip of a switch, like, you could just tell yourself, I want another 10 years of this, I want another 5 years of this. Like, honestly, realistically, I told everybody I was gonna retire by 25. I took a year break, came right back. I missed it, you know. So 5 years from now, you never know. I might still be DJ. I might go sound man. I might just be the guy that come around and just be like, oh, I'm gonna give out free shit and use my platform to promote artists. Like, I do a lot of stuff. So it's like 5 years from now, I can't see where I'm gonna be at, because I'm a person that keep giving, and when you do stuff like that, you put yourself in new positions and new elevations every day. So it's, the predictions I make could be wrong, but where I see myself, just chilling like I be doing. I just be at home chilling. I'm a real homebody. Like, I don't have like no super dreams like the mansions and all of that. I feel like to have that, you gotta possess that greed card, and I kind of lost that in my process of getting to my success. It's like, I was so hungry to want it, I was taking losses, you know what I'm saying? Somebody called me like, I got $500 for you, but I cancel with somebody who just booked me for $250 and lose a good relationship. So now I just be chilling. So 5 years from now, hey, I just hope I'm chilling. That's why I see myself 5 years from now. I ain't trying to put no crazy expectation, because that's why people disappoint themselves. They be like, 5 years from now, I'm gonna be the biggest DJ out. And 5 years from now, a young nigga that's 13 learn how to scratch better than goddamn the nigga on Juice, and now he bigger than everything, and you will never make it because he done put his 5 homies on, and now they all 15, and you know, you never know what the market could turn on. So just chill, man. Be you. Just wish for better health. You know what I'm saying? 5 years from now, I hope I'm just still alive and healthy and just able to provide the way I'm providing now for mine.
Look, you low key just did confirmation for me. You don't even know it, but I'm happy you was able to get that out. All right, so your best highlight moment as a DJ.
Shit. That call, I gotta give him a shout out, Mo Petty. That was like my booking agent. Man, shit, probably had to be like, what, 5 years ago? I got a phone call from Mopechi out of nowhere. I was just DJing. I was doing Sky 11 Club where I blew back up at in the club. I got a phone call, changed my life. It was just like, he was like, bro, how you feel about traveling? I was like, I've been trying to travel. It's just I gotta connect. Like I got the mixtape following, but I don't know how to connect the dots because everybody who's a part of it, like they not promoters or owners, you know. So he was like, man, look, come down to Grand Rapids. I want to introduce you to some people. I went out to Michigan. And shit, I just started doing like so much stuff. I just started in one little bop. 2 weeks later, I got another phone call. He say, it's that time again. They want you down here. And shit, it was for it was my first tour. I got placed on the Herb tour, you know. Through my people in Michigan, they booked her on the Swervo tour. They brought me out and they said, come on down to Michigan and do your thing, bro. You gonna be big one day. We can see it. You just need that push, that, you know. And he believed in me, like he pushed it all. Like he put his name on the line. He was like, yo, Louie V's the next big thing. Like he got that energy and like that was my highlight moment. I came out there. And you would think I'd be nervous, but the whole ride I got hood in the car like, I'm like, bitch, we finna go show out. Like, we finna act crazy on this stage. Like, throw water, jump around, I'll go nuts. And that was like my highlight moment. Like, and I was just sitting there, and it's like, for a DJ, you think it's easy to have a highlighted moment, but it's frustrating because it's like, we gotta make y'all moment highlighted to be a highlighted moment. Like, we gotta really sit there and think hard. What song could I play to make this a highlighted moment? You get what I'm saying? So I gotta literally think so hard and read this crowd. I'm not from Michigan. I don't know what they listen to in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from the south side of Chicago. I know what they listen to downtown. I know what B96 play. I know what we listen to, you know? So it's just like, I'm sitting there like, damn. And I played this one song and it was just like, crowd went crazy. It had to be like 10,000, 15,000 people. It was a different type of feeling. I think that was my highlight. Since then, I ain't never felt nervous. Like, none of that, like no hesitant to go. It just be like when people call me, I be in go mode. You feel me? Y'all kind of just seen it when I sat down. Like sometimes when I just, it's a whole other me when I get in my mode. And it's just like. And
speaking of crowds, so I know you finna be at Rolling Loud. Like tell what's up with that? Talk about that.
Well, shit, we still got to see how the placements work. You know, a lot of people be like, "Damn, that's crazy. If you're not gonna be there, you're not gonna be." You know, sometimes, let me just put this on camera because a lot of people don't know how this shit works or how it works in the industry. When you're in the industry, even though I have a celebrity artist that I work with, it's no guarantee that you're gonna be the DJ for every single event or placement. It's no guarantee I'll be DJing at Roll Loud, but I will be at Roll Loud supporting my artist regardless of the fact, you know what I'm saying? Of course, my travels and stuff are accommodated by them, but that don't mean the placement. If it's a slot, because it is a real placement, 9 out of 10, I'm gonna be DJing because it's gonna be a 10 to 20 minute set when it's a real placement. But we don't really know the specs to it. It could be anything that could happen at the scene where Rolling Loud take control and say, hey, only our DJs are gonna run these sets because this is going on or this person goes right before you. You never know the dynamics of it, so it's just best to always remain calm. Like, even though we post stuff and we do that, that's just the confirmation of it happening. It's best to never get too excited about nothing as the DJ because we're not the man in front of the camera. We're the man behind the man in front of the camera. And you gotta know that, and you gotta be okay with that. You know, it's not always about us. It's about that artist problem because we can't get to that next level if we don't take the time to make sure somebody stays at that next level. You understand? Yeah. Because it takes someone to bring you to that next level. So it's just like shit, thinking about crowd, oh yeah, we excited though for sure. You know? We gonna rock out, you know, shit. I mean, we gonna do our thing, you know, shit, to speak on it though, shit, for sure. Any crowd me and my boy do, like, we got a different type of relationship, me and Zay, so it's just like, we do shows, it's just like, it's natural to us. Like, we never even perform, like, people don't even know that. Like, we never performed a single show. We never like practiced it. Like, we just went in.
Go. Yeah.
We never sat there and like, we're gonna go perform this before we perform. No, none of that.
How do you balance your energy and your time within like your family, yourself, and your career?
I told her that's the hard part. Like, everywhere you go, you're gonna go through different obstacles. Everywhere you go, it's a different thought in your mind. You know, before you even get there, then you got to deal with different attitudes everywhere you go. And like being a DJ, the hardest part is like you versus you. Like you got to become a people's person. Like not everybody is just people person. Like that is a skill set to acquire, like to have proper communication, to know how to communicate with people, you know. And that was the biggest thing, me transitioning from where I come from and being that person to just be able to be like, yo, and have a say so and go on places and not having a say so and learning how to just deal with that and take it and just be like, it's nothing. Like, so once you get to that phase where nothing bothers you, it's like balancing. It kind of become easier, but that's the hardest part. Like nobody gonna tell you that because they like to make it seem like they picture perfect to these cameras, but in reality, everybody go through them ups and downs. It's a mental game and it's a mental battle every day. Like every day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna deal with a different type of person. One club promoter say, oh, I got $300 for you, go DJ, then he got $150 for you. Now it's like, how you finna deal with this? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, to balance all of that, it makes it harder to balance your life because it's like, you trying to do something with yourself, then you got this person saying this and then doing it, and then you still gotta go back and provide for that table. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it to that table. But to this person, it's ifs, ands, and buts, so it's like, learning how to balance it, it's just like, that's kind of where my skill sets just grew. And it's just like, once I learned money management and not to put all my eggs in one basket or not to get too excited about something like we were just speaking on, that's why I don't get too excited. That's why I don't expect too much out of people. I just learn. I learn people as it goes. If I can trust you, that's something I gotta learn. Over time, I'll learn to trust. I'll work, I'll business, and that'll help me balance everything I'm doing. But me balancing myself, it was always a struggle. That's what everybody, you're gonna struggle because it's not easy. It's not easy being up at 10 o'clock every night until 4 in the morning. It's not easy driving home every night like that. It's not easy being a person that everybody influences to take a shot with them, or you not this favorite DJ because you don't take shots, or pop liquor with this person, or do this, you know what I'm saying, or you not a smoker. So it's just like you always gonna have struggles because not everybody's gonna get along with you and not everybody gonna understand where you're coming from. So it's just like, that's gonna make your mental harder because you gotta go home and be like, damn, how I'm gonna keep dealing with these type of people and make my money in this business. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like at home, you're not that person at all. It's like, I really don't like the nightlife. Like, I never said that on the camera though. I don't care for the nightlife. I love DJing. Nobody signed me up for goddamn clubs. Like, nobody said, oh, DJing comes with, nigga, you gonna always be tired. You gonna go for the club till 10 to 5 in the morning. They gonna say it's going to 3, then they gonna stretch it to 5, and then they gonna pay you extra, and then you gotta wake back up at 12 and do your community event until 5, and that's gonna be outside and you in the sun, now you tired, and then you gotta carry your speakers. Nobody told you this, you know what I'm saying? So it's like balancing all of that after you learning it. It's a learning process. Every day is a learning process for you. So even balancing, like, shit, I can sit here and lie and say, shit, I got it fully balanced now, but that'd be a lie, you know what I'm saying? Nobody really had life fully balanced. That's what it's always a tit for tat. You're gonna always have I'm over here, I'm over there. You just gonna try to make the best of it. And that's why I just said earlier, like, just live your moments. Like, I'm enjoying myself. At this point, I'm not trying to get stuck in a moment. I'm just enjoying myself. However long that moment lasts, I'm okay with that. And if that stopped tomorrow, I'm already working on something else that's gonna pick back up. You get what I'm saying? And that's just all I can tell you. That's my balance right now. I ain't too focused on this, but I ain't too focused on that, but I'm always working on something else. And it's just like, that keeps me happy. Keeping myself busy is my balance. Like, stay busy, stay consistent, stay humble, stay you. And being humble is also a talent. People just always think it's about being a nice person. I ain't gonna be nice to be humble. You just gotta be you, be real. Make sure you taking care of what you gotta take care of. You know what I'm saying? I take care of mine at home, so anybody in the club, they ask me to play a song, I'm not obligated to be nice to them. That's a different balance, you know what I'm saying? People will say, oh, he ain't the nicest DJ. Now I gotta balance this motherfucking attitude saying this DJ ain't friendly because I'm not the push around, play what you want me to DJ or, you know? Every day is a learning process. You're gonna learn, every day is a different tit for tat. So balancing yourself, man, nobody got balance in their life. Well, this 2022, start lying.
Well, thank you so much for being on the L podcast. Make sure y'all tune into this episode. We got episodes dropping every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Definitely stay tuned. Thank you so much for being on the show, and we'll see y'all next week.
And it's Louie V, and I'm out.
Yes, thank you. That was really good.
In the direction of travel, doors open on the left. Soliciting and gambling prohibited on CTV.
Get down, little mama. Get down.
Doors closing.
Get down, get down, get down, little mom. Get down, little damn, get down, little mom. Get down, get down, get down, little mom. Get down, little damn, get down, little mom. Get down, little damn, get down, little mom. Get down, get down, get down, little mom. Get down, little damn, get down, little mom. Get down, get down, get down, little mom. Get down, damn, get down, little mom.
Thank you for riding the CTA Red Line.
Get down, little damn, get down, little mom. Get down, get down, get down, little mom. Get down, damn, get down, little mom.